Hello students. Today we are going to study about very first chapter of your biology book, that is transport of food and minerals in plants. As you have already studied about circulatory system in human in standard 6, here we are going to study about transport of food and minerals in plants. In this chapter, we are going to discuss about first thing is absorption of water, mineral and other nutrients in plant. And second thing is we will discuss about how these substances are transferred from root to other part of the plant. As you all know that some organisms are unicellular and others are multicellular organisms. In unicellular organism like Chlamydomonas and others, and in simple multicellular organism, this transport of material occurs simply by diffusion. But in higher plants, transport of material occurs through transport system. This transport system consists of vascular tissue, also called conducting tissue. This conducting tissue is made up of xylem and phloem. So first we are going to discuss about the molecule like water, minerals and gases, how they enter in the plant, or you can say how these substances are absorbed by plants. There are three processes for movement of molecules in plant. First is diffusion, second is osmosis, and third is active transport. First of all, we will discuss about diffusion. Diffusion is the movement of molecule from a region of their higher concentration to a region of their lower concentration through a fully permeable membrane. Now, few points you have to remember in this diffusion. The first thing is it occurs in gases, liquids and in solids. Second thing, cell membrane has to be fully permeable. And the third thing is movement of molecule occurs from higher concentration to lower concentration. Another thing, exchange of gases and transpiration in plants takes place by diffusion only. So now we will see about osmosis. Osmosis is movement of water molecule from its higher concentration to lower concentration through a semi-permeable membrane. And points to remember for osmosis are absorption of water by root hair from soil occurs by osmosis. Second thing is the cell membrane has to be semi-permeable. And the third point, again it is same like in diffusion. In osmosis also, movement of water molecule occurs from higher concentration to lower concentration. Now third is active transport. In active transport, movement of substance like salt or iron from its lower to higher concentration using energy from the cell through a living membrane is called active transport. Once again, I am defining this active transport. Movement of substances like salt or ions from its lower concentration to higher concentration through a living membrane using energy from the cell is called active transport. Now, points to remember for active transport. Movement of salt or ion occurs through this process. Next point is the cell membrane has to be semi-permeable, like it was there in osmosis also. In active transport, movement of substances occur from lower to higher concentration. This is different from diffusion and osmosis. Here, the movement of molecules occur from lower to higher concentration, and substances are absorbed by cell against the concentration gradient by using energy. It means that for this process energy is utilized, one thing, and second thing is, since the molecules, ions or substances move from lower concentration to higher concentration, means it moves against the concentration gradient. So these three are the processes through which the molecules, maybe the water molecule, minerals or other nutrients, enter in the plant through the root. So these processes are once again diffusion, osmosis and active transport. In diffusion and osmosis, the movement of molecule is from higher concentration to lower concentration, but in active transport it is from lower concentration to higher concentration. In active transport, the energy is utilized from the cell for this process, but in osmosis and diffusion no energy is utilized.